Hey guys, Fox here. Just got to do a Game Gots video, and this is almost entirely retro stuff, or old school stuff, or just non-current generation stuff. So, wanted to put it all away like usual. So, we'll start off with the only current gen game that I picked up, and that is Legend of Legacy on the 3DS. A lot of talk about this and mediocre reviews it's receiving, but I'm excited to give it a shot. You know, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm getting into. I'm not expecting story, even though it does say something about stories in here. You know, try each story, 7 stories to choose from right there. But I heard that's just not really any story. It's all about gameplay, building your team, and leveling up your characters, grind fest, very traditional JRPG style. Haven't cracked it open yet. I'm not really going to. I'm sure you can look up unboxing reviews for this thing with a little art book and soundtrack. Although I may crack it open soon just to get the soundtrack. Focus. There we go. So, yeah, the latest little niche RPG from Atlas given to us, and the art style looks very much like it uses the art style from Bravely Default. I don't know if it's the same developers or whatnot. Same engine, I think, as well, from what I could tell from the screenshots here. I don't know, still looks fun to me. I can't wait to give it a shot there. I'll probably play it while I'm playing Fallout 4, so it'll be my mobile game. I picked up a couple of these pop vinyl figures. I'm not usually big into these, but all you might know, I'm a big Bioshock fan, so they released 2 figures in the original Bioshock lineup. They also released a few for Bioshock Infinite as well, but due to limited space, and I mainly collect for the original Bioshock, I just picked up these 2. First up, we have the little sister. Yeah, these things kind of look creepy, but they're kind of charming in their own way. Just the way they all are built off the same mold and just different features on them. Pretty cool. That's the little sister. And now here's the big one, the Big Daddy. This sucker is heavy. It's got a lot of weight to it. It's a 6-inch figure. It's pretty cool. Pretty well detailed for a pop vinyl, so I'm pretty happy to see that. I do kind of want to take it out of the box because I want to check it out further. It doesn't have a seal, so I suppose I could take it out of the box. I might take it out of the box and you guys can look at it closer at the end of the video. We'll see how I feel. Let's move on to all the retro shit I picked up. I found this locally, surprise, surprise. My first Famicom game, and it's one I've actually really kind of wanted to pick up, and that's Kid Dracula on the Famicom by Konami. And I heard this is a lot of fun, very chibi, cutesy version of Castlevania. So I thought that would be a lot of fun to play. I can play it on the Retron 5 over there, so I have a way to play it. So looking forward to giving that a shot. Also, at a local shop, I found for a decent price, I think I paid $15 for it, so it's not bad, Gargoyle's Quest on the original Game Boy. This is one I've been eyeballing for quite a while, just never really pulled the trigger because it hasn't been like a super high priority, but yet again, like with Kid Dracula, I'd know down over there, something I can add to my Halloween game collection. My list of Halloween games that I've told you all that I'm playing for this month, I'm pretty far behind. I'm still working on Symphony of the Night. And then I just want to move straight to Costume Quest 2 because those are the 2 that I really wanted to play. And then I'll see about playing that other stuff. Picked up a couple clearance Vita games at a different Target that I don't usually go to. So I finally picked up a copy of Tearaway. $12. I think that was worth it. Most people give this a pretty good recommendation to play, so happy to add it to the Vita collection. And then Rayman Legends, which oddly enough I haven't played Rayman Origins or Legends, so And I heard these games are absolutely beautiful on the Vita screen, or at least the OLED one, but I don't know about the new one. But yeah, $9, not bad. Picked those out of the 70% off area. And then I also picked up Ape Escape on the Loose for $3. Sealed. Why the hell not? I already have it, but when I find new games sealed for less than $5, I usually always go and pick them up. So I did lie. Those Vita games are, I guess, current generation, along with Legend of Legacy there. So sorry, but the rest of this shit is all retro. Local game shop I found for $7, which is a game I actually been looking for quite a while. You know, and just wanted to find it, you know, physically, you know, at a retro shop or pawn shop, thrift store, stuff like that, just not online. And that's a Monster Party from Bandai on the original NES. Haven't played it yet, but from right here, it's a pretty fun little game. So I can't really tell you a lot about it, but it's something I've been eyeballing. Here we go, completing the box in a pretty roughed up box, but for the NES, I picked up Rampage from Data East. Pretty cool. I mean, this was $12, so when I find box games for that cheap, and it's something that I'm at least semi-interested in, I usually will pick it up. It's just, I don't know, nostalgic for me. But yeah, I heard it's a decent port of the original arcade, and it's still a good amount of fun. Another box game that is hit and miss with a lot of folks for the NES by Sunsoft is Fester's Quest. So now I have an extra loose copy of Fester's Quest that I'll throw in the trade bucket there. But pretty cool, complete. The game is actually not as bad. You know, I mean, AVGN tore it up in one of his episodes, and I guess it's kind of warranted, but if you figure out how to play the game properly, it actually can be pretty enjoyable, and you can get pretty decent in it, especially if you're an Addams Family fan there. On the PS3, I picked this up due to recommendations from a couple of friends, and that's Ghostbusters, the video game. This was also on the 360 and the Wii. I choose PS3 because, yeah, I like PS3 a little better. Yep, a lot of recommendations telling me that this is good. You guys let me know if you've played it and thought it was pretty good too. Fucking A, man, look, the Halloween game collection is growing. Ghostbusters, Monster Party, Fester's Quest, Kid Dracula, and Gargoyles. Gargoyle Quest. Here's another Halloween one, guys. Maximo! Chaos to Glory on the PS2. I remember when this first came out. I had a fuck ton of fun with it. It was really hard, but it's like a spiritual successor to Ghouls and Ghosts, Ghosts and Goblins type games, except, you know, of course, 3D action platforming. It's a lot of fun. People, my friends enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. I never beat it. It's pretty tough, but it'll be fun to go back to. Especially this shit's cheap, yo. You can probably find this for well under $10 if you want it. So I was at a Lame Stop, and I always fish through all their titles to see if they have any of the games that I can't find, you know, that I've been looking for a while for cheap. And one I came up to was, yep, not complete, but Magna Carta 2, which is something I wanted to add to my 360 collection for a while. And at $11, I couldn't argue, even if it didn't have the manual or the case, as usually complete copies of this thing go for close to $30. So I was happy to snag that. But on a positive note, I went to a different GameStop up in Denver, and on the shelf I found a physical copy of it. So I walk up to a GameStop employee. I was like, hey man, you know, in my car I got a copy of this Magna Carta 2, but it's disc only. Do you mind if I just give you that one? You can give me this one. They're the same price. It had the same price. I already just tore off the stickers here. And he was like, you know what, man, just take the damn case and the manual. It's no difference to us, because to us it's worth the same amount of money. So I was like, dude, thanks. I mean, it sucks for the next guy who's looking for a complete copy of this game, but score for me, I guess. You know, so I was happy to find that, and yep, manual right there. So be dumping that case, putting those game discs in this sucker. So happy to get that. It's a series I've been kind of eyeballing and wanting to play for quite a few years. So I picked up my second Sega CD game, as it's a system I kind of want to beef up my collection for. When I actually get like maybe 4 or 5 games, I will look into actually picking up a working system itself. So, and then I'll just have a blast playing a bunch of Sega CD games. So, anyways, for a cheap, decent price of $10, I found Dungeon Master 2: Skull Keep. So it's like a little strategy, dungeon crawling RPG. Very similar to the Dungeons and Dragons old RPGs. So, from what I looked at online and what people said of it, they said it was pretty mediocre. If you're into dungeon crawling games, you'll probably just enjoy it. So, hot damn. Alright, lastly guys, I picked up a few old Nintendo Powers because I was feeling quite nostalgic and I wanted to look through these things and just, I don't know, part of it is looking at the ads. Just remind me of my childhood and remember that shit when it's coming out. But I got the Dr. Mario one, which I think is volume 18 there. It's pretty cool. It's got the old clay figures for Dr. Mario. Pretty sweet covers. I picked up volume 24, which talks about Vice Project Doom. And I believe this one has the poster in it. Let me, let's check it out. It is Tailspin. Pretty cool. I loved that cartoon when I was a kid, so dig it. I mean, it's not a crazy awesome poster, but I appreciate it. And we got volume 45, which is Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt. I don't even know what this game is, to be honest with you. I haven't looked through this issue yet. Good shit to look through while you're on the pot. But let's check out this one's poster. See what's in here. Doing this shit one-handed. It is, oh, Star Fox. That's a pretty sweet poster though. Coming soon to your Super NES. Pretty cool. And then lastly is a Nintendo Power, but it's a strategy guide for Nintendo Power, and happy to find this one. It's something I wish I really fucking had when I was a kid, because I could not beat this game when I was young, because I just didn't understand. You know, there's not a lot of story involved in it. So, and that's the Final Fantasy strategy guide. I didn't put it in this plastic, it was already in it, because it came from a retro store that also sells comics, so whenever they get a decently valuable magazine or strategy guide, they back it and put it into plastic. So there it is. Alright guys, there's all these pickups. Lots of fucking retro love here. A lot of Halloween horror themed games in here, and some pop vinyls for my BioShock collection. So anyways guys, thanks for watching.